welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I'm in the garden and specifically I'm in my next door neighbour's garden. Hello Mary, if you're watching. I've had permission to show you around her garden. So I'm going to show you what I've got growing in Mary's garden at the moment. This is the patch of land that she's allowed me to use, and I'm also allowed to use the greenhouse at the back, so I'll give you a tour of that too. But here is where I've put my potatoes. So these are my second earlies. This row is Charlotte, and they are just beginning to get some flowers on them, which I've only just noticed now I'm giving you this tour. This next row is Maris Piper. So these are my main crop from there onwards. Oh, and I meant to say, right at the end of the Charlottes, I've got two pink fir apple potatoes, which I saved from seed. And then this row is Caesar, I believe. And again, I have got some flowers beginning to grow, which surprises me for main crop. And then here I've got some sarpomira. I've got 5 sarpomira plants. I think I'm missing one in the middle, that gap there. And then at the very end, I cannot remember what they are. It's something that I saved, and I'll look it up in my diary and I'll put that on the screen now. And here are 4 more pink fir apples. So, well, potatoes they are, but they're called pink fir apple, I believe. And then I've got my broad beans here, which I need to string up, but they have been just savaged by black fly. And I'm not sure if I should just take them all out, really. I don't know if anything will come from them, because they are quite badly infected by black fly. So I'll have a think about that. I'll have a look online and see what I can do for black fly, unless any of you can give me some advice too. And I'll take my cue from there. But let's see what else there is. So just across from the broad beans, I've got one of my many courgette plants. This one is the green normal sort of courgette, you see, with the courgette growing on there. Just up from the courgette, I've recently transplanted some multi-sown beetroot, so that's beginning to establish itself. And what I'm really excited about is my cabbages, cauliflowers and brassicas that are in here, because they are growing, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm going to say it, they are growing the best I have ever grown my cabbages at this stage. So those ones there, those 4 are, as Nigel would say from Muddy Boots channel, dog cabbage, or as other people would call them, greyhound cabbage. These ones are primo cabbage, and then there's 4 cauliflowers along there, and these are looking the best cauliflowers I have grown. I am living in hope that I might get a cauliflower heart this year. And then 3 along here are my broccoli. I'm not sure what broccoli that was, as another neighbour gave me some broccoli seedlings he had. So I took the 3 best ones that were left, and I've grown them on. And so far they're going well. I'll show you what else I've got now. So we're back to the courgette plant. All roads lead to courgettes in the summer, don't they? And underneath I got my peas growing. These are green hearse shaft, I believe, and they go towards the end. And then follow the beetroot trail, which leads to another courgette, and this variety is the yellow one. So it's your normal sort of standard courgette, but just the yellow variety. And then up along there I've got more broccoli plants, and then across here I've got my runner beans. There are 5 stations of canes, and my runner beans have been in for about 2 weeks, but they're not looking the greatest, although the new growth is looking good. This old growth, I think it got wet and the sun came out. I think that's what that is. But some of them now are beginning to recover, and they're looking fairly healthy at the moment. And just across from the runner beans is this big berry plant. Now Mary doesn't know what berries they are. I think she said it's a cross between a gooseberry and a blackcurrant. So she said I could have some of them for the summer, so I'll make some jam or some wine from them. But they're looking like they've got a bumper crop on them so far, so they really are growing very well indeed. But now let's go into the greenhouse and see what's occurring. So here is the greenhouse. I've filled it up as much as I could. I need to get some more compost. But if we start from here, these are common cucumbers. There's no actual cucumbers yet. I haven't that long planted them in here. So I'm just having a check, but I can't see any cucumbers yet. So I've got 3 common cucumbers at the back, and then I've got 3 emu melons along here. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's emu is how it's spelt. And then I've got 2 Avara melons down here that are slightly behind because they germinated at a slower pace. And back here, let's just have a look at my pots. Oh, hang on. Sorry, Anwin wanted me for a minute then. So I've got a gherkin plant here. And with all my pots, I always, whatever pot I've grown it in, I just pop the pot in and then I water into the pot so that the water gets into the roots, and that's how I find that works quite well for the plants that don't like to have their stems wet. This is another gherkin one, and then this one is a market more cucumber, which you can grow outside, but as I had the room in here, I've grown it in here. It's just beginning to have some flowers on it, but these have only just been planted in here, so they're still establishing themselves. I've got 7 Cape gooseberry plants in the front here, or physalis I think they're called, to give them their technical name, and they seem to be growing well too. I've got these little, like, sort of what I would call suckers coming off the bottom, and I'm not sure if I should remove them or not. If anybody has grown this, then please let me know. And now we come to the other side where my tomatoes are, and again these have only just been potted up. I think I did them yesterday. So I've got 3 marmande here. So those 3 are marmande. That one is a red cherry. Then I've got 2 yellow delights here. and then these ones are San Manzano. So there's 3 there, and then these empty pots in the front, they will have some aubergines in them when I get round to buying some more compost. So that, a bit of hanging wire. I thought it might be a spider then. It was a bit, yeah, anyway. So that's what I've got growing in my neighbour's garden. I am so grateful to Mary and her grandson Oliver for letting me grow in this space. It's really helped me out as I'm still trying to find my feet in my own garden, and I'm still putting things in now. And if they hadn't given me the space, then I wouldn't have been able to, you know, grow my potatoes or my cabbages. So thank you very much, Mary and Oliver. If you're watching this, I really appreciate it very much. And I look forward to being able to give you some of this produce from the garden when it's ready. So that will be exciting. Now I'm going to come back and feed the garden. I haven't done that for a while, so it needs a good feed. And that's it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed the tour of Mary's garden and seeing what I've got on the go over here. Hopefully you'll join me next time. All I can say about that is lovely job.